Today we're inside one of the local clubs interviewing a promoter. I guess we would call her a promoter. Her name is Sin City Stud. How you doing, Sin City?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Okay, so we're standing inside of Gypsy's for a reason. This is your weekend home.
Yes, it is.
How long have you been doing this?
I've actually been doing it now for about 7 years total.
7 years?
Yes.
So you didn't start over here?
No. I actually started at the Mines nightclub.
Oh my goodness, you going
way back.
You going back?
Way back,
okay,
yes.
So before we get into Sin City Stud, the person, let's talk about Sin City Stud, the promoter. Okay, you're here Fridays and Saturdays?
Yes.
Just Saturdays? Fridays and Saturdays.
Fridays and Saturdays.
What kind of audience? Are you doing ladies? Are you doing the mixed crowd?
Actually, it's predominantly women.
Okay.
But we also, have the guys come. It's not a problem. Because it's LBGT is how we promote it.
Okay, and is there a cover?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of cover? Might as well tell them because they I want to go meet. Oh wait, there's a cover. So what
right.
kind of cover?
On Friday nights, it's $5 for everyone. On Saturday nights, it's $5 local, $7 out of state.
You know what? See now, this is going to be on, and people in New York, where I'm from in Chicago, are going,
that's it? That's
I spent that on parking for an hour.
Right.
Vegas is a different animal. Agreed?
It is.
It is an entirely different animal. I mean, for you to be successful for 7 years, and I know you are. I've been to your clubs. You've also come to a couple of my events. Mm-hmm. We've been passing each other over the years.
Right.
So, for you to be successful in Vegas with something that has a cover, and predominantly you have women, mm-hmm. that's basically a miracle. Because people can't seem to pull that off.
Right.
How are you doing that?
Whew. A lot of my promotion is through Facebook. Positivity, being positive about the LBG community coming together as one and celebrating together, opposed to being out in the street doing other things. Come and rejoice together in a club and have fun.
So what's the hours?
The hours on Friday night is from 12 to 4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Saturday night we open at 2 a.m. till 6:30 in the morning.
Wait. You open at 2 a.m.?
Yes. Completely after hours.
It's after hours. You tell people to go home, get in their pajamas, take a nap, then get up and come out and have a good time with you.
And they're here.
And it's extremely successful.
It is.
Okay, what do you average, people-wise? What kind of audience are you getting on a Saturday night at 2 in the morning?
Volume-wise?
Yeah, volume.
Wow. I've ranged anywhere from 400 to 800 people here in this building.
That's, a miracle in Las Vegas.
In and out with a total of 800, depending on what event I have going on. Okay. So predominantly just a regular Saturday night, about 350 to 400.
Okay, so do you also promote events outside of here? Do you host other places?
I will be hosting one next month in LA, in Hollywood. Okay. Be my first one. I do promote back and forth because a lot of people from Cali come here to Vegas. So I will be out there promoting Gypsy's itself out here. So when Cali comes, they know exactly where to go.
Okay, so now we're going to switch it over a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about the person. Okay? How long have you been in Las Vegas?
I've been in Las Vegas for over 30 years.
But you're only 25. That's what your form said.
Mm-hmm. We're going to keep it at 25.
So this is your 30th, your 5th anniversary of 25 is basically what you're saying.
There you go. We'll keep it just like that.
Keep it just like that.
Just like that.
Okay, and you managed to do what you do at night here as a promoter, and also you work a day job on top of that.
Yes, I do.
When do you sleep?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes, get out of the club about 6:30 on Sunday morning. By 8 o'clock Sunday morning, I'm asleep till probably about 9 o'clock Sunday morning.
Wow.
And I wake up for about an hour and I go back to sleep to start all over again on Monday.
So what do you do for fun?
Fun. Honestly?
Yeah.
I don't have time.
Oh, see, that's not good. We're going to have to come.
Yeah, it is. I mean, periodically, if I can get a chance to take off from my day job, I just spend some time at home. because I do a lot of promoting. I do a lot of counseling, actually. A lot of people call me and ask me for advice on different things that they're having that's going on in their life. So they look at me as like a mentor, and I give them, advice. And I actually enjoy that.
Okay, so you just opened a door that I think we need to go into, because this is Proud to Be Out. Mm-hmm. And we are sharing our stories in hopes that it'll help somebody else who maybe cannot be out like they like to be, or the community around them shuns them.
Right.
So you are proud to be out, yes?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
What would you tell someone, one of your mentorees that are coming up, that comes to you and says, I don't know how, I don't know what to say, I just can't live in the closet anymore? What would you tell them?
Basically, you have to be yourself. The weight of the world on your shoulders, of holding that burden of not being able to come out and be yourself, is enough stress to make you want to go off into the deep end. And that's not an avenue that you want to go down. You want to be happy, you want to be proud to be who you are. There are so many of us that are out here that's the same way. So until you take the time and generate your thoughts on what it is, what are you afraid of that's going to happen? Are you afraid of what society is going to say? Are you afraid of what your parents and your friends are going to say? You have to sit down and look at yourself. You have to worry about yourself and what makes you happy.
That's awesome advice. What did you do when you came out? What was the conversation that you had? Or just was it just...
Actually, with me coming out, it's really, a lot of people, when they come out, they say they had a lot of gay experiences with, classmates or friends of a friend. Myself, I wasn't raised around homosexuals at all. I was raised in the church, but as a little girl, the feelings that I had when I was a little girl, as I grew older, hearing society say that being homosexual was wrong, I thought something was wrong with me. And as I got older into my teen years, I started observing things differently. Always looked at women the same, just always loved women. And you know how you watch TV and you see things on TV, and I swear to God, everything that I watched on TV had something to do with coming out of the closet. It was like God's way of showing me, if that's the right term to use for that, but it was like it was being shown to me through TV.
Right.
Come out. You're not happy. Come out. You're doing things that you're not happy with doing. You're being with a certain person that you're not supposed to be because of society.
Right.
Society does not guide my life. I do. So once that kept happening, and a friend of mine came to me and was like, hey, let's go to this club. And I'm like, what club? And back in the days, it used to be called Lace.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Lace? Right. And I was only 21 at that time. And actually, it was my best friend. And we went. I didn't know that she was gay. She didn't know that I was gay.
Oh, wow.
But it was just kind of one of those things like, hey, let's just go to this place. I heard about it. And pretty much that's where it started.
Okay, and how did your family receive you?
Ooh. My mother, I'm an only child, only female. So it was quite difficult when it did occur. First thing that came out of her mouth, of course, I said I was raised in the church. Oh, Lord Jesus, I ain't gonna have no children, Lord. Where did I go wrong? And what I could say to her was, Mom, you didn't do anything wrong. It's who I am. You did everything right. I'm not a criminal. I'm not on drugs. This is just my sexuality. It took her a bit to get used to it. And now she's completely comfortable with it. She accepts it because I am her daughter. And through Christ loves all.
And you just answered the question right there, because that's what Proud to Be Out is about. Is that we're trying to let people know it does get better.
Yeah, it does.
There is another day.
There is.
And we've all kind of been through it one way or another.
It's one step at a time.
So what's your next step? What's next for you?
My next step actually is that I would love to get a youth center. That's what I really would like, to get a youth center for the kids that I see that come here to Gypsies. you can see that they're trying to do something, but they don't know which way to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to get a youth center and give them hope. You know, not to be on the race side, but you have Free Zone, you have the youth center that's over on Sahara, but we don't have one. We need something where it's us, where it's generated by us. So there can be a complete understanding when someone young comes up and they have a question about, well, I've been wanting to go back to school, or I want to go to school for this, or I want to go to school for that, but I don't see myself anywhere in 5 years. We want to give them some type of direction. If we get more people that's been out there for a while and they've been through the trials and tribulations and they've overcome it and they've built their foundation and they're building and building, there's nothing wrong with reaching your hand back and grabbing someone's hand and pulling them with you.
Well, I think you just reached back and grabbed a few hands.
I mean, now honestly, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know, I write a lot of positive things on my Facebook page. I can get on there and be funny, but then I get on there as well and I read a lot of the Facebook as well. And I see a lot of negativity, a lot of controversy. And a lot of those things doesn't have to happen. It doesn't. I mean, Facebook to me is what I call an open diary. You get on there and you express your feelings. And some things that I see that people are expressing, they're reaching out for help.
That's awesome.
They're reaching for help.
I gotta tell you, you've done this interview. You were great. You're probably the best we've had yet. And
thank you.
I just have one question for you. Sin City.
Yes.
Are you proud to be out?
I am more than proud to be out. I am happy as all HE double hockey sticks.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.